Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Halo 3 pack, which I got in this condition here. So we've got Hyperius, which I've reviewed already, so I won't be looking at him in too much detail. In fact, I'll probably have a quick comparison with one I reviewed to make sure they are the same. We've got a Master Chief, I'm guessing in some sort of stealth mode. And we've got this Tavaros, another new brute, making the total brute count so far to 4 variants being released, and I've got 2 of these now, and I've got 2 of the red or gold ones, 2 of the red ones, so I've got, what's that, 5, 6, 7 like this, which is 6, yeah, I've got 6, which is not bad. I do like these a lot. Let's have a open up and have a quick look. Got my pink knife here to quickly snip off these little plastic ties. That looks like is it. So same for Hyperius on his back, or Hyperius with the backpack there. And he just popped out a joint because he was tired, didn't see that. But it's good to know how he does go together. Very, in fact, identical to the Fortnite figures, which makes it quite good, I think. So I like their system. Okay, so he's out. His gun, I believe, is the same. I don't like the gun he comes with, because he can't hold it straight. Interestingly, this comes with bases, but Hyperius, the individual one, didn't come with any bases, so that is interesting. Yeah, you can't hold it very straight, I found, but we'll have a look at that in a moment. Then we have Master Chief's gun here. Master Chief, this dirty great big cannon here, and then we cut that last one there. Tavaros, I believe, here. And I have to say, I do love these brutes a lot. I think they got so much potential, not just because of the Halo toys, but for other sci-fi universes or even fantasy, because they're like armored ogres or something. Okay, so first I have a quick look at Hyperius. Let's put his little backpack on. Is it this way? This way, maybe. That way, or you think it goes that way? Let's have a look. Well, it stays better that way. So here is my. I want to put his backpack the other way around. And having a quick look. Okay, so this one, the new one, has got slightly more metallic metal paint. But other than that, they do look identical. So if you look at their chest pieces, the new one in my right hand here has more silver on the chest, you can see along here, than the original Hyperius I got in the single pack. That is the only difference that I can see from my quick glance. And again, he doesn't hold his weapon very well. I will be cutting some of this stuff off so he can actually hold it decently, because it just impedes him holding the weapon well, having that stuff on there. Oh my word, that's not easy. He's going to shoot to the left if he can hold it properly. That part is cut off, and then he's going to hold it a lot easier and a lot nicer. Okay, so let me reverse the camera around, get a different backdrop. We can have a much better look in more detail. So back in an instant. Okay, so here they are. Hyperius, Master Chief, stealth version, I guess. Not sure, so I haven't got the labeling, so the box came loose. And Tavaros, I believe his name is. So we've seen him already, so I can put Hyperius to one side because I had that reviewed previously. Let's look at Master Chief, then come back to Tovaras here. I've seen Master Chief before. I've got one of them, but this is obviously a bit different. Looks pretty cool, but I'm not really into the clear plastic toy thing. But he does seem to have really good articulation, so he can have a really good left and right. You can see the joint in his neck, so he can go really good down, up, sculpt gets in the way. There's not really side to side. There's a peg, so his gun should go in his back somehow. Come on. Like thus, which is easy. Shoulders all the way around. Doesn't go far up because the sculpt, that is a real pity. Bicep bend is not quite 90 degrees. It feels like these parts want to crack off. Wrists go around, and you can see he has wave articulation in both. He has trunk very small, and he can turn very small. There is no waist that I can see. Hips are pretty good. There's a sort of a thigh twist. Hip doesn't move much. This just moves over the top, so I'll call that a thigh swivel of sorts. Forwards is not bad. Backwards is not bad, and it starts to go out a little bit. There is a double kneecap, and that is fantastic. Look at that. Very, very good. And his feet, there is no turn, only swivel in, swivel out, and he has his, looks like a very good Michael Jackson dorsiflexation there, and his tippy toes, his Master Chief Spartan ballerina is all right. Not bad looking figure, and better articulation than I was expecting. I reckon this would be better painted up, if I'm honest, but you know, if you're collecting it and you want to get this one, he is a good Master Chief. I like him. Okay, let's go to what I consider the main event. Jazwares, whatever his name was, with this, is it a scrap cannon? Now this is so heavy, this gun, it makes him want to fall forwards. You've got to really find the sweet spot for him to stand up without toppling over. Oh, and yes, his helmet, like all the other brute helmets so far, comes off. Reveals this really nice, I think we take that back, this really ugly but very nicely sculpted looking face with menacing yellow eyes, and there is sort of weathering on the flesh. I think looks cool. And this helmet looks almost like, I want to say, Locky-ish. There's two sort of things pointing out there. He does look pretty damn cool. I would be tempted to drill that barrel a bit more, but because it joins together, I'd be scared that I might find inside, I guess. There are no moving parts on this that I can see, but it's a great looking gun. And the fact that that gun is absolutely massive, look at that. If I get a normal, let's get a normal font, I figure I will take my Midas from the Vault set, and that's bigger than him. So a normal figure, it's huge. Articulation, I'm not expecting anything different than the other brutes. Perhaps his shoulders won't go that high up on the lateral because of these parts, but let's have a look. So head is the same left and right, but his beard gets in the way a little bit. He has not really an up because of his hair. Let's see, go over the back, not really, and down tiny. That's pretty much it. He should get a better one because, come on, the joint here goes a long way, but his hair gets in the way on his armor sculpt. Shoulders all the way around. Scary part, not bad, better than I was expecting. He does get about flat. His bicep articulation is around about 90 degrees. Wrists circle, and he has wave flexation. His trunk is not great, but he has separate waist as well. Legs, because of these parts on his thighs, don't go far out at all. Backwards is not great. Forwards is pretty good. There is thigh twist. There's a double kneecap. Sculpt gets in the way, but it still gets over 90 degrees. And his feet, yeah, not really a tippy toe. He does get a small dorsiflexation. And his feet don't have much movement at all on the side to side. But he is a great looking figure. I think looks wise, because that sculpt on the head is probably my favourite brute so far. Let's have a brute lineup. First I'm going to tool him up with his, put it on later, it'll fall off, with this huge great big gun and try and stand him up. So let's get that in his hand here. One. Don't let go. And in his hand, two. And now how can he stand up? Let's get him to stand. Bend that leg, lean backwards. Okay. So we have one. Let's make him look towards the cannon. There we go. Pretty damn menacing. We have one, we have Hyperius 2, we have our Chieftain 3 and our Captain, oops, as you can fit, they're too big, Captain number 4. The brutes do look very nice, I've got to say. Let's go for a bit more of a close-up, see some of the details. That head sculpt is superb. And again, I like these because there's so much potential to use in other sci-fi universes of your own creation, and even for fantasy with a bit of paintwork, a bit of cutting and whatnot, they will look great. It's a really good free pack because you get a good Hyperius, he's a great figure. You get a great Tavaros, and you also get this really nice looking, or really well articulated, Master Chief 2. I think is a set well worth picking up. I think there's lots of potential in there, and you know, even if you're not a fan of the Halo games, I think it's a really good set. And if you're a fan, then well, it's doubly worth it for you guys as well. Great set if you can find it at a decent price. In America, it's going to be quite cheap. In Canada, I'd imagine, but here in China, it was not that cheap. Fortunately, being in that loose box, it was cheaper than I would have paid otherwise. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification icon to update latest reviews, videos, releases, blah, blah, blah. I'll be back probably tomorrow with another video review. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.